Hi everyone, it is Natalie with Crochet by NatalieLucille, and today we are going to be making some granny square, it's like a granny square, diamond, no, it is a square, earrings. And what you're going to need to use, I'll just move this over, because you can see how they are pretty stiff. You'll need the fabric stiffener for after the project's done. You will need 2 of the fish hook earring hooks. I'm going to use this lemony, I don't know what kind of yellow color it is, but I do have a thread yarn. You'll need a tapestry needle to weave in the ends, and some scissors when you're done to be able to cut the yarn. And I'm using a yarn hook so you can see how tiny it is, and gets in all the little spaces. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So what you want to start out with, I like to do my magic circle. So you just fold it over. And if you need also a tutorial on the magic circle, you can check out my video. I'll link it below on how to do the magic circle. So you just kind of have made yourself a loop, and you're going to work this space right here. You're going to chain 1. And in this, we're going to single crochet 16 in the loop. So it's insert into here, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So you're going to do that a total of 16 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still working in that loop, 6, 7, 8, I'm going to pull it a little bit, 8, just kind of, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So now what you want to do is you have your tail here. You're going to hold your work and just pull it tight, and it creates that ring. Just like that. Then you're going to join the row with a single crochet, or I'm sorry, a slip stitch in the first single crochet. So it creates, whoops, there you go, creates that loop, and just kind of ignore the tail. It'll be tucked in later. So now you want to chain 3 plus 1, 1, 2, 3 plus 1, because in this row you're going to work 16 double crochets plus a chain. So it looks, or you can see it in here. So you have your first chain here, and here's your chain 1 space, then you have a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. So you can see that gives that little space to work in. So you're going to yarn over. You're going to come to your next single crochet here. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And I have to apologize real quick. We are in the midst of quarantine, so I am washing my hands quite a bit, and they're dry. I haven't had a manicure or anything, so I'm looking at the close-up going, well, it's all the hand washing, so I am staying safe. So we're just going to work ourselves around. So yes, I do apologize for the looks, but we're keeping it real. Double crochet, chain 1. And you're just working in every single crochet around. So chain 1. And just working it around. So I'm going to go ahead and continue this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've worked my way around, and now I'm going to join 1, 2, 3 to the 3rd chain at the beginning of the round, just like that. And now what I want to do is turn my work. I'm going to slip stitch into the space, the chain 1 space right beside it. We're going to work our first cluster. So you're going to chain 3, which we're working 4 cluster, I guess it's called, but with the beginning chain it's a little bit different than the rest. So you're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up, yarn over through 2, yarn over, then we're going to go back into that same space, yarn over, and then pull through the 2, and then we're going to do it one more time. So you should have the 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over through those. So it creates that cluster. And we are going to chain 1, 2, and 3. And in the next space here, we're going to work a cluster again. So it's yarn over, insert into that space, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to do this again. So we'll have our cluster, yarn over, insert to the space, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, through 2. And we're going to do that one more time. Into that space, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, and through 2. Actually, we do it one more time. So we can have our 4-part cluster, just like that. So you can see the 1, 2, 3, and 4 look of it. And you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through all of the loops on your hook. So you just created one of the corner spaces. Now we're working along the side. So we'll chain 1, and we're going to work in this next space here. It's kind of tight there to see it, the space. We're going to work another cluster. It's just that 4-part cluster. So you have your 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, then chain 1. Work into that next space. So we'll work our cluster. Just like that. Yarn over, through, chain 1. And now we're going to work another, what would essentially be our next corner. We're going to work a cluster in this space here. So you're working in all your spaces as you work around. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, because this essentially becomes your corner. And where we're going to work in the next space, another cluster. And you're just going to continue working this around the same pattern where you have in the corners that you're making is a chain 3, and your other ones are just a chain 1. It closes up the cluster. There we go. So like that chain 1 just closes it up. So you can see how the corners are starting to come about. So we'll do another cluster along the side. And you are working in the space, even though it's pretty tight there, but you can see the space that I'm working in. There we go. Close it up. Next space right in there. Let me move my tail. I don't want to crochet that into it. Close it up. Okay, now we are ready for our next corner space. So we are going to work a cluster in the space. Three single crochet or the chains, and then in the next space work a cluster. Okay, I'm just going to continue this around. I'll be right back. Okay, I've worked on my way around, and I'm going to join at the top here of my first cluster space with a slip stitch. And now what we're going to do is work on the last round. So as you've come to the space, you're going to insert your hook into the space, draw up, and then draw through the loop. Just created a slip stitch. So now we're going to create the corner spaces. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, And you are going to double crochet into this same space 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. I'll do one more, 4. And then in that same space, we are going to work 4 double crochets. So we're creating that nice corner. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then when you come to the next chain 1 space in between these 2 clusters, work a single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in that next chain 1 space in between the cluster, single crochet. And you're going to do that again, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And in this next, in between the 2 clusters here, if you can see that, in that chain 1 space, single crochet. Now you've made your way to the corner, next corner, and you're going to work 4 double crochets, chain 4, 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, let me turn my hand, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, then the 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you come to your first in between these 2 clusters in that chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into this next chain 1 space area, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into the space. It's a tight space, but there is a space. Single crochet, and then we are at our corner, so I need to not chain 3. So here we are at our next corner, 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, in that same space, 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've created the corner. So in between the cluster space, single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chains. Next cluster, in between the 2, I should say, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 more single crochet here. We're going to come up to our last corner. So there's our chain 3, chain 3 from between the clusters. So we're going to make 4 double crochets in that space. 2, 3, 4, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's a little bit too loose there. There we go. And 1 double crochet. That one's still a little bit too loose. Do you see that? Let's bring that in a little bit. Maybe I'll a little too much. Pull that tighter. I don't know why it was so loose. Maybe that'll help. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to single crochet in that space. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet. And 1, 2, 3, and we are almost complete. Single crochet. We're at the beginning, so you want to come up to that chain 3 space of the beginning of the round, and you're going to slip stitch. So it's insert, pull through like that, and that's it. And so what you want to do, let's cut our yarn. And pull through to finish it off. You're going to weave in your ends. Let's see, where's my tapestry needle? And the way that I like to do that, I am going to be adding the stiffener on the back, but I still like to join the 2 threads and tie them in a knot, just so things don't come loose. So I'm just going to weave it in through the back, making my way towards the center. Maybe. And then I'll pull it tight. And you don't want to go through the front because that's where your pattern really is. But this is the back pretty much of your pattern or of your work. And this is also where you'll be putting the fabric stiffener. And again, I'll put the link, in the description box. And then that way, you can see how you can use your fabric stiffener to create the stiff earring look. I don't know if this is long enough to weave it in through. I'm going to try. Let's see. Maybe I can weave it. I'm going to grab the other one. Remember, this was the magic circle, so I want to make sure that my circle is pretty tight. Just kind of grab this through. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it went through there. Let me see if it's tight enough. Just a little tug. Not too much, but I don't know. Okay. I know, I'm talking to myself. Did I grab the wrong one? No.